Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deshaun Jackson, 77 yards. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Flushed out right. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook. They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Cook running right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Cousins to throw it. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Now a give running right. It's Cook fighting through. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Cousins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. Oh, Prescott stripped. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Chet fighting through, and he's got space. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose from the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. First down, here's Cousins. Throw caught by Raymond. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Second and 5 now. Prescott. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The veteran in his first year with the Cowboys, Brian Anger, on to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench, but this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, There's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down carry by Elliott. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they got back angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a give right side. Yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Really following the 2 negative plays. Now Cousins. That's into it. Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this. Has a touchdown.
What's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot. Took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking and picked up a touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start the drive with Cook. And Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The throw down the field caught by his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. Cousins. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And he's going to have it. Cousins. That ball complete to Isabella. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The Vikings on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw, Prescott.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now Cousins. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. They got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. Here's Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win, and his kick is good. that, they will move out in front by 3. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve offense scored.